Christmas is a holiday celebrated around the world, unlike Thanksgiving here in the U.S. And the Las Vegas Natural History Museum showcasing Christmas celebrations all around the world in a show that it's calling December to Remember. And we have Grace Jorge. Did I say that right?
Jorge.
Jorge is here with us. She's the education director at Las Vegas Natural History Museum. And then also Paris Cho. She's performing in the show, and she'll perform for us a little bit later. But we'll start with you, Grace. Let's talk about the show, December to Remember.
Yes. So December to Remember is a tradition at the Las Vegas Natural History Museum. We bring in individuals, civic groups, and community partners to teach us how we celebrate holidays around the world, but that they're all locals. And so it's just an expression of how our community is celebrating.
And why do you think it's so important to kind of introduce folks to the way people do this thing called Christmas?
Absolutely, because there's so much more than Christmas going on. Our neighbors, our friends, our family members, our colleagues are celebrating this winter. And so to get to understand how they celebrate and what's important to them, we end up finding that we are so much more alike than we are different.
Right, and that's a thing I think a lot of people don't realize until they are exposed to the way people live their lives day in and day out. So very important message there. And you're going to have a performance, obviously. We have our friend here who's going to perform a little bit later, but tell us about some of the performances that people will see.
Yeah, so every weekend on Saturdays and Sundays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., we have different activities and performances in our galleries. And so we have farolitos that will be made by a local artist. We have winter solstice coming up, an activity surrounding that so you can learn about it. At the reception on December 6th, from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. we'll have a jazz quartet playing. And then actually Paris Cho, who will be rounding out our performances on December 29th, will be playing the flute and just traditional Christmas music that we all know and love.
Yeah, there's just something about the flute. I've always loved the sound of it. It's so beautiful, and she's going to grace us with her presence here in just a moment with her performance, Paris. But before we get to that, is there any favorite that you're looking forward to people being exposed to with this exhibit?
So I have come to find out about this tradition. It's an Italian tradition, and we have Gina Cifanelli, who's on the teaching roster for the Nevada Arts Council, and it's Feast of the Seven Fishes. I am so excited to learn about it and just to dive into what this is and the activity, and she's such a wonderful artist, so her expression of that for the community is so much fun.
Yeah, what I love about museums is that it's a chance for us all to keep growing and keep learning. You should never stop learning, right? As long as you're on this planet, you should be learning something. And so this is a great way to do that. And you'll be also treated to some great music too. Paris is going to take it away for us now. Go ahead, Paris.
Thank you so much.
Wow, absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for, blessing us with that. That was absolutely amazing. And you can hear her on the 29th, but they'll have a lot of other things for you to do as well when you go and look at the Natural History Museum's December to Remember. Those are the dates there for you to look at. And if you want more information, just go to the Las Vegas Natural History Museum's website. Thank you both for joining us, and all the best.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Let's go ahead.